Title: 3 True Ghost Stories from Abandoned Buildings. Story 1. The Ghosts of the Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, located in Louisville, Kentucky, is one of the most famous haunted locations in the United States. Originally built in 1910 as a tuberculosis hospital, the sanatorium became notorious for its high mortality rate, with many patients dying from the disease in the early 20th century. The hospital remained operational until 1961, but the dark history of death and suffering left behind a legacy of restless spirits. The most chilling ghost stories from Waverly Hills come from the body chute, a long tunnel used to transport the deceased away from the hospital out of sight of the living patients. Visitors to the site have reported hearing footsteps echoing through the tunnel, despite the fact that no one is around. Some claim to have felt sudden cold spots or experienced the eerie sensation of being watched as they walk through the dark, empty halls of the sanatorium. Ghostly figures, believed to be former patients, have been spotted wandering the grounds or standing silently in the windows of the abandoned building. Waverly Hills remains a popular destination for paranormal investigators, with many claiming to have captured evidence of ghostly activity, including strange apparitions, eerie noises, and disembodied voices. The building's tragic past, combined with the terrifying experiences reported by visitors, make it one of the most haunted abandoned buildings in the world. Story 2. The Haunting of the Old Chicago Water Tower. The Old Chicago Water Tower, built in 1869, is one of the few structures to survive the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. While the tower is a historical landmark, it is also rumored to be haunted by the spirits of those who perished during the fire. Though the tower itself did not burn, many residents of Chicago died in the fire, and the memories of that horrifying night seem to linger within the building's walls. In the years following the fire, reports began to surface of strange occurrences near the tower. Some people claim to have seen flickering lights coming from the windows of the tower at night, despite the fact that the building has been empty for years. Others have heard strange noises, like whispers or cries, emanating from the structure. The most chilling reports, however, come from people who have walked past the water tower and felt a sudden, overwhelming sense of dread, as if the spirits of those who died in the fire are still trapped in the building. The old Chicago Water Tower remains a prominent symbol of the city, but it is also a reminder of the horrors of the past. Many believe that the spirits of the victims of the Great Chicago Fire still haunt the tower, and some ghost hunters claim to have captured photographic evidence of the supernatural. Story 3. The Abandoned Orphanage in York, England. In the small town of York, England, there is an abandoned orphanage that has been the site of numerous ghost stories and eerie encounters. The orphanage, which was founded in the late 19th century, housed children who were orphaned or abandoned. Over the years, many of the children died from illness or mistreatment, and the orphanage became a place of great sorrow and tragedy. The building was abandoned in the 1970s, and since then, locals and paranormal investigators have reported strange occurrences within its walls. The most commonly reported phenomena include disembodied voices, the sound of children crying, and the sight of shadowy figures darting through the windows. One particularly chilling encounter involved a group of ghost hunters who claimed to have heard the sound of footsteps following them through the empty halls, despite no one else being inside. Others have reported seeing a figure of a woman, believed to be one of the former caretakers, standing by the windows or walking through the hallways. Some claim she appears in the dead of night, looking out as though waiting for the children to return. The sense of despair and abandonment that permeates the building only adds to its eerie reputation. The abandoned orphanage in York remains one of the most haunted buildings in the area, with a tragic history that continues to haunt those who dare to enter. The restless spirits of the children who once lived there are said to remain trapped in the building, unable to move on from the horrors they endured. These 3 spine-chilling ghost stories from abandoned buildings highlight the connection between the past's tragedies and the restless spirits that linger long after the structures are left to decay. Whether it's the echoes of lost souls in a sanatorium, the haunting cries from the past at a water tower, or the lingering spirits of abandoned children, these eerie tales remind us that some places are never truly empty. The ghosts of history continue to haunt the buildings they once called home,